Here are my favorite interoception resources for supporting clients with alexithymia. The Interoception Curriculum provides the main framework that I follow. I use the interoception activity cards, interoception yoga cards, and interoception exercise cards to provide extra body connection activities. I use the body check ring to support interoception language, although we also have language supports that come in the Interoception Curriculum, which I will show you in a minute. The Interoception Curriculum comes with a lesson book containing 25 lessons. It also comes with access to hundreds of pages of pre-made downloadable instructional materials to supplement the lessons. There's a little sticker that comes tucked inside the cover of the lesson book that you can use to access and download these materials after purchase. The Interoception Curriculum is divided into 3 sections. Section 1, Body, Section 2, Emotion, and Section 3, Action. This framework is quite different than many other approaches for supporting alexithymia, emotion awareness, and emotion regulation, given that it starts at the body first. The Interoception Curriculum emphasizes the importance of connecting to our body, noticing our unique body signals, and being able to use these body signals as clues to our emotions or clues to how we feel. Our body signals can also help give emotion words concrete meaning. It oftentimes can be really hard for alexithymic people to give concrete meaning to their emotions. That's why we need to start at the body. In Section 1, Body, each lesson focuses on a single body part with lots of activities designed to help each person practice noticing and describing how that specific body part feels. This helps us focus on one body part at a time instead of trying to pay attention to many things at once. 2 of my favorite strategies from Section 1, Body, are descriptor menus and focus area experiments. The descriptor menus can look many different ways. For example, this version is just a list of words that can be used to describe the way the hands can feel. Here's another example of a descriptor menu that includes pictures with the descriptor words. This particular version is called our Body Check Ring and can be purchased separately from the Interoception Curriculum. It's a series of 15 cards. Each card represents a body part covered in the Interoception Curriculum and provides a series of descriptive words that one can use to describe the way each body part can feel. Here's another version of a descriptor menu that I created with a client. We brainstormed words together that can be used to describe the way the hands can feel, and then we add on to it each week as we do our focus area experiments and discover new sensations and words. The focus area experiments are a series of activities designed to playfully evoke stronger sensations within the body part of focus. These experiments give a person practice noticing and describing the way a body part feels. We might do 5 experiments, we might do 55 experiments. It all depends on the client and how much repetition and practice they need to connect with their body and notice how each body part feels. We provide lots of ideas for focus area experiments in the Interoception Curriculum. I also use the Interoception Activity Cards, which is a deck of 170 cards. Each card provides a focus area experiment. I also love the Interoception Yoga cards and Interoception Exercise cards. They provide even more ideas for focus area experiments. For all focus area experiments, my client notices and describes the way a body part feels, and we validate that answer, even if it is against what we might expect. A common theme that runs through all of my work emphasizes just how different we each are. We all have different interoceptive experiences. We want to empower each client to discover their own. We cannot possibly teach someone how each emotion should feel in their body, because everyone's experience is unique and valid. My clients like to borrow sets of these cards and practice noticing how a body part feels in between our sessions. We try to stay focused on one body part a week, and we slowly work to noticing how the entire body feels, one step at a time. Another thing that my clients will often do to get more practice connecting their bodies is something called a body check chart. We have lots of examples and types of body check charts included in the Interoception Curriculum. This is just one example where it's a piece of paper with a body outline, and my clients are encouraged to go through each body part and consider how it feels in the given moment. We encourage each person to keep their descriptor menus handy in case they are stuck for a word and need that support. The descriptor menus are never used to imply that these are the only correct answers, but they can be a meaningful support. Whenever a client can use their own terminology, we encourage and validate that. Once we move through all 15 body parts in Section 1 of the curriculum, we begin to move to Section 2 of the curriculum. This is where we begin to use body signals as clues to our emotions. We help clients find patterns in their body signals and use them as clues to what they are feeling. It is a highly individualized approach. It is so important to know that we cannot possibly teach someone what an emotion should feel like in their body. It is different for each one of us. Here is an example of a body emotion chart that one of my clients is beginning to put together about his emotions. He is beginning to learn what sensory overwhelm means for him, what frustration means for him, and so forth. He was able to do this because of all the work we did in Section 1 of the curriculum and all the safe practice he had with noticing his body signals. With this practice, he is now beginning to use his body signals as clues to each emotion, thus decreasing his alexithymia and increasing his ability to identify what emotion he's experiencing in the moment. This particular client has had years of alternative therapies for emotion awareness and alexithymia, but nothing has been successful until we emphasize the body signal work. It wouldn't have been possible without interoception. The interoception curriculum goes on to include Section 3, Action, where we start to work on the regulation of our emotions. The interoception curriculum is built upon the notion that one must be clear on how they feel before we can expect regulation of that feeling, which is why the interoception curriculum provides the framework and the sequential order of body, emotion, action. Now that we are able to identify how we uniquely feel, we can find ways to regulate ourselves and ensure we are feeling comfortable and safe in our bodies.